These were some of the best highlights from all the matches of the day at Worlds 2024.
I'm going to use the ultimate to push out the wave. Meanwhile, in top, here comes the Skarner.
And Oscar immediately hitting level 6, perfectly timed for Fnatic. 369, still no flash from the earlier play. Well punished. Nice proactive look from Fnatic. While TES did beat Fnatic, the one game that Fnatic won, it was Oscar on Camille having a carry performance that I would argue is probably his best
MSI,
of the year
right?
from MSI, yeah. And so that's something that I'm wondering if Fnatic can try and replicate.
And just kind of looking to trade on the map where they can.
Definitely makes a lot of sense. Noah setting up with the curtain call. Bit of poke onto JackeyLove. Razork on the way, but he will be a little bit late. Jun only level 4. Razork now spotted. Maybe they're going to be able to turn this play around. Immediate ultimate coming in. The Impale, a bit of work there, but the follow-up not. JackeyLove over the wall. Huge damage and a massive punish onto Fnatic, who thought they had the angle on the bot lane play.
But then that's not actually what happens. Razork actually brings him past the wall. The CC doesn't connect, and that's 2 early game objectives now for Top Esports.
That person's a very big fan of JackeyLove, and you can understand why. Sitting on the other side of the wall, pushing R. He's a hero we can all get behind. And of course, the early BF sword.
As now Top Esports threaten the dive. Yone on his way as well.
Tough for Noah to do much. They get the TP out at the very least. JackeyLove very far forward. Second TP now coming in. Oscar and waiting behind. JackeyLove should just be a dead man walking. Quick kill pickup. Mako is already out of there, taking their time to make sure they donate it to Noah. Just in time for second grub spawn. 15 seconds away, Fnatic.
So perhaps a bit of an overcommitment as Oscar now is in danger.
Unstoppable though, K'Sante able to pull through the wall. The perfect angle as well. Takes his time to line it up. Knock up there from Cream, but forced back now as Razork tries to follow. Mako potentially going to be in trouble. Q3 comes in from Oscar, still doing good damage with the ulti response going out. Shun now following up, but Cream is right into the midst. Fate sealed for Oscar Renan. Is Fnatic forced for at least a moment to back away? Q3 ready for Cream if they do want to re-engage objective.
Got out. Oscar was in a good spot, and then they sat there and thought, wait, we can punish this. We can actually chase for more kills, and Cream's like, I feel like you guys forgot that I'm playing Yone. And then immediately turns that around and they give a kill over. Look at the farm advantage that he now has because Humanoid committed the TP up to top.
With this Yone on a sideline, Yone is going to be so tough to answer. Makes this really difficult for Fnatic. 369 again. If it first you succeed, just do it again, I guess is the mantra for Fnatic. They really just want to focus down 369. This is their only avenue to play. Humanoid stacking up a lot here, but I don't know if he has the damage to finish these kills. TP now coming in. Cream on the way down. This Yone should be able to do a lot of work. Humanoid now needs to get the hell out. Razork trying to buy a bit more space, but Humanoid just determined to get this kill. This is so greedy from Fnatic. Blood in their eyes, blinded by the potential of what could be in the bottom lane, but it all falls apart. In the context of this game, they can't afford to make any more greedy plays like this because they're already falling so far behind. 3K lead just about for TES. Fnatic now trying to get set up on the Drake. Make sure that Soul is not an option too early. They have decent control, but
Oscar's got a TP.
Cream level 11. Nerf some of that CC. 369 pushing on the side lane, so good pickup from Fnatic, knowing they forced out some of Jackie's sums, taking that advantage, using it to secure Drake.
Getting items.
Yeah.
So once he gets this item is really when he comes online, and now he's more than happy to look for fights, and the damage should show that.
You can just go right back. Yeah, it's important to understand. Well, when you go to the store and you buy attack speed, you just get attack speed. Yone also gets cooldown reduction on 2 of his abilities. Also, if he hits you with enough of those abilities, it's also a knockup. So when you think about the synergistic scaling of this kit, it's like Yasuo, but you don't have to die 10 times to be good, you know? No one talks about the Yone power spike. He doesn't have to die at all to be powerful. Yeah. It's my #1 favorite thing to complain about right now. But Cream will need to find a way to navigate out of this. Immediate ulti, Razork, perfect angle to catch him. Impact there, chain CC, Q3 almost gets him! They have to use everything they've got in terms of cooldown. But that Yone is dead. Shutdown acquired. 500 gold over to Oscar.
They now set their sights on the bot lane.
369, once again, the center of attention here. Fnatic like the paparazzi descend. Easy peasy pickup. The 3rd time this game. Rumble's been taken off the board. TES now trying to respond in the mid lane. Noah not in a great position. Looks like they will have to concede the mid lane tier 1, but at least they get a bit of gold from the bot lane kill.
Yeah, I mean, it is a nice pick, but I still think it's worth it for Top Esports. They get mid and top. That's all out of towers now. They move into the top side jungle, and I mean, just look at the vision control that they have right now. Wards are littered across the top side of this map. There is this one potential flank ward, but there's no TPs that can use it.
Herald charges there. Oscar trying to defend. Second tower, not going to fall.
Humanoid
Maybe
TP.
is going to fall, actually. There's a lot of grubbies there. Cream flashing back. Team Runner off to the side. Mom called in. Initial slow is good. Quick use of the locket there to mitigate some of that damage. Jun now into the backside. Noah ready over the wall. Perhaps could just go for the curtain call, but Mako now going for the re-engage, and JackeyLove is there right in the nick of the time. The equalizer coming down. It doesn't do a lot, but they don't need it. TES tearing through this fight. Lock up onto Jun is flawless. Another kill going to the side of Top Esports.
How many times have we got to tell this tale? Fnatic once again try to force a play. Top Esports had control over the top wave. They were going to concede that top tower after dropping their Herald single time. And even though Fnatic have been able to find these picks, Top Esports have been making smart cross maps on the map. And they've just been slowly, methodically been picking apart of these weaknesses from Fnatic and converting it into bigger and bigger gold leads. Now, both JackeyLove and Cream with basically a 2K lead between the both of them, well, independently, have more time for the Smolder to sit elsewhere away from the Yone and safely farm up.
Cream now farming. Solo and bound leverage. Ulti coming out once again. Combo there. JackeyLove right where it needs to be, and a beautiful equalizer over the top. Cream now just snaps back to safety. Team is there to body block, and once again, baby, Yone walks away. TES in complete and total control of this game. Fnatic already retreating back into their own bases.
They do their TPing bot to try and get some form of cross map, but with the Baron they're going to get a quick recall. TP answer is going to come through from 369 to deny Fnatic any opportunity of getting anything back.
Humanoid 211 stacks, kind of what they're preying on, but 80% of his health.
Yep. Just another day in the office for him. Cream.
Now Humanoid's
That's
dead.
a solo kill.
Yeah, Mom's coming in, but that's not enough. Mom will not save you. What else are we gonna say? Curtains? Flash. Nothing to stack Q on. Surely he's dead. He's not.
Oh,
interrupt comes in from Mako. Mako, the great savior. Body blocks the bullet for the president. They know where it's coming in. Bullet time there from JackeyLove to finish the job. 369 are slaughtering Fnatic in this game.
I mean, Fnatic found picks. There were nice plays at moments, but this has just been a stomp from Top Esports. Commanding performance, looking to put themselves at 2-1.
TES finishing it up. Cool, calm, collected from start to finish. Might have traded even once or twice. The rest of the game, they have just been dominating. One more Wombo combo to send us out with a bit of confidence. Fnatic's base in tatters now. Cream with Q. Not gonna get caught out. Can they hold the line? Fnatic still going forward. Oscar backing off. Tien wants to finish it here. Oscar stunned up, and this should just be it. If they auto the Nexus, it's over. 369 goes in, he goes gold, and he has a bit more time with the Seekers. JackeyLove getting pushed away from the objective. They need to kill the Rumble, but 369 has the last laugh. They hit him, but he took their Nexus.
24 minutes is all it took for Top Esports to start off our Swiss Day 4.
To at all costs.
Yeah.
They thought the first 3 levels, if they just got level 3 without needing to fight, it might be a bit easier, and it certainly is, but still very much favoring T1 as they're still grabbing these plates. You've also got pressure on the top side from Zeus as he just continues to push these waves in against Bin. Owner grabbing the Krubs in the meantime will only be able to grab 2, but T1 across the board getting a lot.
They do have a 1K gold lead now, just off the back of the lanes kind of returning to normal. From Gumayusi.
Owner on the way down. On with a knockback into the wall, but there's no immediate fall. They just now spot Owner. Knight is going to get the first move, however. This could be disastrous. Perfect CC layering. Owner can't even push the ult. He barely manages to get it all in time. Faker has stolen away the ultimate. What else can he get with the dashes? Can he chase down Knight? One more now coming through. Has stolen the ult, now using it. Wants to chase, way ready to go over the wall. T1 zoning him off. Faker goes in again anyway. Flash away from the charm. It's perfect. The pop on the Q2 coming through. Faker gets another dash. Should be fine to escape. Bin coming in. He should go down. Knight gets the kill in return.
Faker doesn't quite have the mana or the damage to be able to get another. But
ELG, a lot of pressure mid, currently denying some creeps away from Faker, so there is a gold price that T1 are paying to take this objective. Have to respect on the flank, but ELG clearly willing to give it up, and well played to T1, coming ahead in objectives across the board. Bin first move is big. Zeus does have TP, and he has Mini-Gnar stacked. Are they willing to commit Zeus's TP?
looks like they don't want to. Instead, they'll just say, you know what, we'll concede the grubs, we'll give Zeus first access onto the tower. Bin was able to catch that wave in mid lane, but ultimately just a lot of time spent wandering around the map, but ultimately it did pay off for BLG. But Zeus getting some good work done on this bot tower.
Definitely. Unlikely he'll be able to grab that last plate, at least on this wave, as Faker and Owner trying to defend on. Well placed, well positioned. Ulti from Skarner is about to be traded here. It looks like his T1 are being caught out by the curtain call. Lockup coming in from Owner, but he might just have to give his life. Flashing out to safety. Where's the last bullet going to go? One more shot from Elk. Will not finish the job. Quick kill pickup underway from T1 on the top side.
Bots to try and help secure that tower. They're gonna secure it. Nice map movements there coming out from the T1 AD carry. It's Elk spending a lot of time to push in this wave. Yeah, resetting makes a lot of sense. Damage, but the arrival of Owner really kind of ruined the play setup, bought enough time for Zeus to get the Mega Gnar, and then he was able to make a mega play to buy enough time to force BLG to then disengage.
And when you burn those resources, you don't have enough left to take the fight. As Faker gets aggressive on the bottom side, not sure if they have enough here to make this happen. Poppy ult stolen away. T1, this is bold. They already got one objective. They want to go for two. They force the flash out from On. T1 pulling incredibly far ahead. That beautiful play on the top side has won them so much. Bin is just now getting that wave into top side, and Zeus here for the play and right back to top to defend. Now Faker TPing as well. That for quite some time. So while T1 do have a meaningful gold lead and 2 Drakes, it's nothing insurmountable as Faker about to be caught out here. Pale going in, well timed, well positioned. Charm follow-up is there. Did you not want to give him the chance to steal away Knight's ultimate? Not sure about the individual cooldown. Taking his time on this one. Does he have the hijack? The answer is no. Faker going down. Taken out of the equation there. Great pick from BLG.
Nicely done by Knight and Wei. They were waiting for that flash to come through from Faker. Only then did Knight actually commit the ultimate. They were cautious of the fact that Faker could heal at any point, but he's got to get in range, and it was that they played around very well.
On knockback, using the clone to try to walk away here. Wait a bit more time. Aftershock already propped. That's one squishy Poppy now. Guma there quick to pick up the kill, but it's Elk who's in trouble. Zeus coming from behind as well. Elk's got nowhere to go. One more bullet, not enough to get the kill. But Bin and Wei are here as backup, and it might just be curtains for T1. Guma, the heal coming in. Carrier trying to body block as best he can, but Bin already grabbing another kill. Carrier now needs to get the hell out. Quick flash. Force shot will not connect. But BLG, excellent counter punch in mid. I like the patience from T1 initially, waiting out the Aftershock, waiting out the Celestial opposition to make sure they can burst down On, but overcommitting a bit in terms of resources, and BLG starting to tie up the gold lead. Again, in League of Legends, gold can be a bit misleading. It's more about the item completions.
Then he secures it. Faker's going to match for the time being.
Herald used. TP bot lane. Gonna be matched here. Zeus getting lower and lower. Desperate to get the Mega. Faker gives him a bit more time to stack it up, but it might not be enough in the face of Knight. Flash is available. Can Charm Flash quite easily. Playing this one out a little bit slower. Jack's ulti stolen for a bit of extra resources, a bit extra resistances. Elk waiting off to the side. Curtain call can come. Recall now from Zeus. T1 bullying.
But think about how much time he spent getting it. Because he stayed for that extra wave on top, he wasn't able to get the reset off. He wasn't able to replenish his HP or his mana. So once he then commits the TP bot lane to match the play from Faker, who had just gone back to base, he's now forced to reset. They concede it. This mid tower is getting very low. 4 members strong in the mid lane. They should be able to secure this.
T1 holding on as best they can. Okay wave clear, but really just not enough to stop the pressure coming in here from the side of BLG. The threat of Faker on side, though, does mean BLG will back off, likely to need one more wave. Bin feeling more confident in the 1v1. Zeus has flash, likely to be forced here. Flash out from Zeus. How long in the leap strike should you be able to finish the job? Goes Golden! A freeze frame, baby, as he dunks the top laner of T1. Clean solo coming in for Bin.
A crucial solo kill as BLG secured the mid lane tower as well.
Advantage kills gold to get those item completions through is going to matter.
The problem for T1 now is they can't cross-map. Bin is able to secure this bot tower completely uncontested, and notice as T1 is shifting their control to the top side of the map. They're finding success with it right now. Wei has found an angle.
Zeus in trouble once again. Faker can TP to try and save him, but it doesn't seem like the right call. Zeus leaping out, knockback, but the Impale is so crucial. Now forcing the TP, immediately forcing the response, but the Man Advantage will be decided BLG. Wall up there to initially break the fight. Impale to try to dissuade a little bit more, but now it's going to be Faker in trouble. Zeus getting lower. Bin finding the initial kill. Goes Golden once again, buys a brief moment. Curtain call now coming out in the extended fight. It's BLG taking control. Carrier ready to disengage if they need it. Knight finding the angle. BLG with a beautiful play. AK getting lower. T1 are here, maybe just hoping for exit kills. Respawn from Zeus. He does have the TP. He will use it. 5K getting lower. Off on the side is the Poppy. On. Ulti, 15-second cooldown. Looking to lock up Elk. Where's the follow-up going to go? Carrier trying to dissuade. Guma knocked back to the wall. The flash forward. Going to try to finish on the first AD carry. Now he's on the hunt for Knight. Guma! Popping off in the clutch moment, but Bin ready to turn it right back. That's the ultimate. Counter-strike is there, but it's Bin versus all of T1, baby, and that is not enough.
In the 4 versus 5, T1 are able to turn the fight around. Incredible target selection from Oner to set up for the team to shut down the bot lane. Wei has an angle to steal.
Clone will spot him. 5K, is he willing to give his life? It'll put them behind on the Soul. He can't afford to die here. Zeus now chasing. Baron gonna fall, Keria getting lower. Oh, T1 securing the first Baron of the game, cementing the lead. Soul point as well if BLG cannot take this Drake. But it looks like it might just be the flip.
Remember, you've
Carry
got
off
the
on the
Kalista as
side.
well.
Knockback from On will be big, trying to zone out. Gets the jungler out of the picture, they instantly get the objective. Can they take the fight? Faker now locked up, he's not even gonna have the chance to use the Poppy ult that he so graciously stole. Finally, we'll get it back, trying to burn it through, at least on carry off on the side. A massive ulti, but now Elk is ready to open up. The curtain's called, one shot, two. Health bar's too high for him to do anything yet. They have to retreat, they have to get out. The lockup into carry is good. They're trying to take down Guma. Guma locked up for a brief moment, but Zeus is there to body block Elk. Just fast enough to get away, but there's too much C, now it is Knight. Can he make the difference? Last dash used, Wei likely to fall here. The chase down from Oner and Zeus. Top and jungle together, salvaging the fight. Flash forward from Zeus. They're not done. They want more. On trying to body block. Knight with the red buff. How many cooldowns has he got left? Oner locked up. On running, splitting their attention, but he will fall.
The Soul is denied from T1, but it's a massive teamfight win once more. These teamfights are absolutely crazy. They're an absolute nail-biter.
But eventually he just runs out of resources. You only have so many dashes if you're not going to be able to find the kill.
I mean, he needs his dive buddy of Bin there with him, and Bin has to be careful. I like what Bin's doing. Keep the pressure on bot lane. Keep that push in, give you a nice angle to potentially create a flank. Faker now joins the squad.
Steadfast presence down. Initial route on the way is big. And Pale not hitting anybody. Way forced to flash out. Knockback is good from On. Knockback into the wall as well. But Faker now getting involved in the fight. No, the Steadfast presence up just in time. Bin on the backside trying to finish off Oner, but I don't think he's strong enough. Can go golden. GA, burn. But where's the rest of the damage? Where's the rest of the follow-up? It does not matter. T1 are just stronger in the 5v5.
BLG, it looked like that they were going to turn and fight. A great Poppy ultimate came through from On, but once Bin had TP'd in, he was committed to the fight. He had to go in.
Knight goes in, but no, Oner secures it. Cloud Soul to T1. I set on the Baron as well.
No.
And Observer's beautifully highlighting. They're going in blind. They'll just now see the health bar. Faker off on the side, looking to lock up Elk, forcing the flash. Protobelt flash forward from Keria. The lockup is there. Elk's got nowhere left to go. They don't quite catch Knight. Knight now versus the world, but there is Faker to finish the job alongside Zeus. T1 dominating in this mid to late game.
Faker came from one flank to then force the flash out from Elk, but the moment it was gone, Keria struck. The team fighting from T1 coming online today as they're now looking to break the base.
T1 at Worlds just continue to impress. Team that seems to never disappoint. Once again, finding a way to topple the LPL champion. It's not done yet. BLG have an angle for a fight. On has ultimate in 10 seconds. Great Impale. Bin in the midst of three, but is it going to be enough? He just cannot finish the kills. On now getting knocked back. The Nor is there, and T1 will not be denied. T1 1-2-1. On can knock them away, but he cannot knock them out of this game. T1 take down BLG. We've seen with Kai'Sa specifically is people are really comfortable leaving Kai'Sa in the 1v1 versus the majority of top laners in the meta. Although I'll hold that thought as Bwipo caught up in a bit of CC here. No ignite for Woody as it's burning down on Bwipo, excuse me. He's gonna die, first blood.
I mean, he just misplays. I see the idea that he's trying to go for there. He ease in, cues the melee minions, ease back out again. But he gets chain CC'd. Fog of War.
Good use of the Ivern utility. Mid lane was in an even state. Top lane now even, but they'll just be a little bit too late to the objective. The response coming in from Junja now, but he's a little bit late on starting the objective here, so Fly will have a bit of an advantage in terms of map pressure.
Apologies for talking over you there, Dracus.
I just noticed that Cassio actually has half a level on Maple as well. We didn't get to see what happened in the mid lane matchup, but from that charm. If he had been, and then the CC had come through from Woody, that likely would have killed him. 2 tower shots definitely would have connected.
Junja on the way and inspired in the area as well. Maple immediately going to kick this fight off. Can they take the Cassio out of the equation? Petrifying Gaze is clean from Quad, but it's not enough. Maple quick to move back in with the dash. Finds the reset as well, and now Bussio's in trouble. Shield coming in. Denting blows from Junja. Buys enough time to find the second kill.
It's a double kill for Maple, but FlyQuest are able to respond. Surprised to see the FlyQuest bottom lane rotate here with the Grub spawning, but they've set their sights on the Dragon. It looks like Charm
Good
connects.
Charm. Excellent route from Betty. Curtain call there now, too. Redemption there. Is it enough? Quad now healing up. Nice sidestep. Blinking health bar. Nowhere left to go. Petrifying Gaze does nothing. Good patience from the side of PSG.
I mean, they really used their range to perfection right there. Nicely done from Maple and Betty.
Completed for Masu. You had Redemption coming in for Inspired. He's forced to use that mid, and now a lot of the strength that they should have had in this fight no longer there. Didn't get the Dragon either. Didn't really get much bot, so played for the kill, played for that gold. But luckily for them, powerful enough. Prio on their even lanes in top and mid means that they can just walk in and take this, get the 4 grub spike. That could have been much worse. Credit to Fly for getting back out on the map fast enough to stop the 3-for-3 grub trade.
Yeah, because after Quad died, Fly no longer felt confident enough to be able to contest the Dragon. On top of that, there was a huge wave in mid that Quad ended up losing off the back of that, extending the gold lead even more in favor of Maple. Looks like PSG are going to start this one off, and FlyQuest are happy to concede it. Busio continues to hover around bot lane. Maybe they can catch Maple off guard. He's very respectful, though. Pings are coming down from both sides.
And this is where the merc trade value is insane, right? Leona goes from feeling unstoppable to manageable when you have that. So it's all about this miasma. If they can layer the CC, if they can find the setup tools on the side of PSG. But when you're facing a Cassio alongside that Ivern, 5v5s can be really tricky if you don't have the proper setup. Tower for tower trade, but Fly with position on the top side of the map are going to be able to grab the Herald as well. So again, a situation where Fly are able to find the greater trade. Got the grubs earlier, now grabbing the Herald, in a position to start to really blow this gold lead open. We'll see where they want to use the Herald. Obviously bot and mid tier 1 are both still up. But I think against a pit composition, just opening up mid lane gives you so much more access to the map. I really love the fact that every game either starts with Western teams doing good and then immediately throwing, or finding a way back in the mid game. As Whippo's now in trouble. Good healing coming in. The Ignite already there, though, means he's likely to fall. Flashback to safety is clutch. Masu free, hitting on Woody.
Previous game where Maple wants to back. I think he has enough gold to complete his item, but I think it's going to be too late, which means that second Dragon of the game will go over to FlyQuest. Interrupt's going to come through from Whippo as well, and I mean, there's no rush to go back to base at this point, given that the objective has already fallen. Careful, this jungler could be here, respect this play. It does feel like they're super respectful of their opposition.
Well, you can't afford to lose. They certainly do not want to. Nice poke onto Whippo. Maple did, unfortunately, charm a minion earlier. Whippo would have sidestepped the charm, but now he's getting aggressive, trying to delete the wave, knowing his team is getting something else on the map. E going to be immediately interrupted. So PSG find a quick kill topside, but the wave getting deleted by Aja is crucial. Now in the mid lane, they're already using their Herald, but Maple is here to defend.
That was a crazy good play from PSG.
Charm is clutch. Root coming in from Betty as well. The Redemption now coming in inspired. In trouble. Masu needs to get out. PSG, fantastic play topside. They stopped the counter punch coming in for Fly. Well done.
Everything about that was incredible. Busio now goes for the stun.
Quad has to be the difference maker. He and Masu. Masu only on a single item. He's behind. This is so hard for them to play out. Quad locked up. Unstoppable Vi goes in. Junja going back. Quad wants to get a bit more space, flashing out to safety. Busio going to be the sacrifice, so the rest of the team can escape. But now Masu's in trouble. Ignite ticking just so they keep the vision, just so they can follow where he goes. In trouble now. Knockback is there. Masu ulting out, but it will not be to safety. Just delaying the death. PSG, what a beautiful sequence.
It really was, Dracos. I mean,
lose out on the Drake here. Won't get much in return. Whippo really needs to be close to mid just in case the dive play comes through.
There's also nothing Whippo can do. Like, that wave bot lane is, he can't go and get it.
Yeah.
So he's just like, I guess I'll just hover around mid lane. Now he's moving up top side.
Masu stun.
Earlier, ultimately though, they still get the objective. And there's not really much to cross map on the side of FlyQuest. This tower was kind of destined to fall eventually.
Certainly. Dawn Core now completed for Inspired, so
this tower is just being slowly chipped away at. I mean, PSG, they're not overcomplicating the game. It's nice to see.
I mean, you can see, starting this one off, Fly want to get in the area. Quad has to be careful. He cannot be the one to face check that. Luckily, the brush vision coming in from Inspired does allow them to step forward. They don't get a lot out of FlyQuest to start that objective. It costs them the TP. If they can't find the fight here, it's a bit difficult. Whippo Looking to get a little bit more on the Stride Breaker. Nice initial damage, but he gets knocked back to the wall. Pretty easy initial kill pickup. Nice counter engage coming in. Redemption. Bwipo still standing. That's going to be big. Flacco's finding the initial angle. Junja running out to safety. Curtain call coming across the backside, but there's no blinking health bars yet. Maple trying to make the difference. Busio is there with the CC to lock him down. Charm goes the wrong way. Maple ticking down. Poison in his veins. He's going to drop. Shut down coming through for Quad. FlyQuest beautifully played.
I was worried about that engage from Bwipo because it felt like that he'd overextended. He was going to get turned on, but the support from the Ivern at this point in the game, FlyQuest finally found the confidence to make the play that they needed. Betty chipping away at Bwipo.
He doesn't do enough damage to finish that kill. And again, they obliterate this objective. Do they turn for Aja? Rage stacking, 7 seconds on the Mega Nards, not enough. FlyQuest getting the objective. They were getting bled out across the map, but PSG overcommit on that Baron, and Fly are quick to punish.
Yeah, it's locked down. And basically, Bwipo just acts as a tank. He is the one soaking up all the damage. He's the one drawing all that pressure. And PSG crumble under that pressure. They can't find the targets that they're looking for, and FlyQuest get the front to back that they're looking for.
And kind of the success I feel like they had in previous plays, making them forget how powerful FlyQuest are from a compositional perspective. The item advantage is not enough to balance out when Cassio is able to get into range so easily.
It's going to be a little bit stressful, but if they keep leveraging the Baron empowered minions,
Bwipo going in again. Sterix is a very good item, and Ivern backing him up means he's gonna live. He should be dead.
I can't believe that he lived that, but you're really seeing the value of this Ivern. The utility, the redemption, the shielding. They get the tower. You're here to defend for now, but Quad is on his way. They've got to be careful of a potential dive. They don't really have the members here. The cross map coming through from Bwipo on the top lane.
It's taking a bit of time.
Yeah, the TP response can happen as well.
There's no real other play to go for here. They get the TP, obviously long cooldown before Baron.
Bwipo leveraging the Fog of War, gonna get spotted out by the trap though.
Good patience from PSG though. They wait until
Dragon
Daisy
not being
dies.
started off. All of the vision is just like, look, they're out of wards. The only thing they get to see, oh, Busio.
Quick stun. What are you out for
It's
now?
the ulti again. Busio needs to be a little bit more patient, I feel. A few times now.
Miasma down.
flashed.
Bwipo going forward. Stun not quite hitting. The charm was perfect. Masu with backs up, but Betty just flashes into his team. Redemption doing so much work, but Betty goes down. Void Seeker from Masu. He's ready to take over in this fight. Flash forward. The double. Redemption. Lethality Vars was not enough at MSI, but the Kaisa is killing everybody in this game. Masu going for more. Can he get 4? Quadra for Masu. Maple running. They won't give him the Penta, but that's a redemption story if I've ever seen one.
And you can see how hard it is for PSG, even in a situation where the start of the fight looks promising.
Kept playing to their win conditions, and now they've set their sights on Baron. Hex flash over the wall coming from Busio, trying to zone the
Don't
way.
50-50
Junja can
this
get into the pit.
FlyQuest.
Quad can Miasma. Is that going to be the follow-up? Do they burn the objective for a split? It's a bit of a split focus, and Quad can flash over the wall, but it's awkward, but they will secure the Baron. Bwipo not too scared. Well played by FlyQuest.
Yeah, they played that really well.
Now PSG really holding on. This position, earlier if Bwipo stepped too far forward, it was hard for him to survive, but at this stage, he can eat a bunch of cooldowns.
I don't like the fact that FlyQuest is basically just playing through one. Oh, okay, never
matter.
mind. They're
They're
just
just
going to brute
stronger.
force it.
They have the Daisy, and they know they're tankier. They know they win the 5v5. TP now coming in, Bwipo joining the squad. They just want to keep bullying with this 5-man
Look at that
unit.
bot wave.
Bwipo going in, looking for the stun, trying to lock up Maple, trying to lock up Betty, trying to lock up anybody, and again, the redemption comes in, the shielding comes in this time around. The Serpent's Fang was there, mitigated some of that value. Bwipo will be forced to run away.
They still can't
Fly
kill
now
him, though.
retreating.
Dragon spawning, 2 seconds. PSG.
Don't really have a lane to play through. They're completely split. It's an easy collapse. Masu could have got the first kill onto Junja. There's no fight here for PSG. Redemption goes down. Bwipo going to take the additional healing. 500 health. Masu now unstoppable. Takes a bit more time than expected to kill Junja. But he's dead all the same.
I think I can say with confidence, objectively, they don't have enough damage. They do not do enough to kill all of FlyQuest.
True. And I think we've learned, because we talked about Grasp versus Electrocute earlier, that Electrocute is not enough to make Maple a one-shot late game assassin in the context of this game.
I'm just keeping it aggroed for now. I
Yeah.
think that FlyQuest, they could just have Quad. Yeah, Masu can also just do it with Daisy. That's
I mean,
also
greatest rivalries, LCK versus LPL, Daisy versus the Baron. Specifically Cupcake Daisy for some reason. Well, they one-shot it.
Yep.
And again, no discredit to PSG. They are an incredible team, but at this point, from this position, the Excel spreadsheet version of League of Legends, as Bwipo goes in, some initial damage. Ulti in the back is good. Maple trying to make the difference, but the charm does not hit. Crucially, Junja now running. Aja has the AoE, but he gets one popped. Masu doing so much damage.
It ends up being a 1-for-1, the trade of top laners, but as the wave comes through,
Maple can't play. You highlighted it. Daisy just blocks all the relevant cooldowns. Only the Orb of Deception will go through. Charm again, hitting a might. This man cannot catch a break. FlyQuest pushing in. This is a moment where they can overstep. One of the few left to them. Can they play it out clean?
Masu just melts these towers. He's
Masu
going to
does
keep
so much
chipping
work.
away with the W.
W cooldown is non-existent. Masu going back. Woody doesn't hit, and that should do it. Masu free to do all the damage he wants, going godlike in this matchup. Benny, a dead man walking. Junja running for the hills. Masu going golden, baby. Yet another quadra to come in as they close this one out in style. FlyQuest moving on to 2-1.
Tristana. So as long as she keeps hitting you in the face, she's going to do a lot of damage. On the top side of the map, we can see the Galio getting a bit of push in the 1v1 matchup. Broken Blades going for the Aftershock, providing him those extra bit of resistances. There's that magic shield from his W. Not going to be at a very high level early on. It is going to help him get some very nice trades. Maybe even
Really
a kill.
good trades.
Oh
Nice! On the E!
Broken Blade just finds it. So this is what the Galio does in the matchup. Dreads. Magic resistance already being bought by Broken Blade.
Definitely. The early itemization going to favor him a lot. Hansama forced to cleanse here as Tarzan's on the way in. Bit of an overstep. Might be some bad information where the enemy jungler was, but an easy and fast kill pick up at the side of Weibo. Tarzan taking the kill. Maybe not ideal, but didn't want to wait for Light to reload.
A crucial mistake from Hans as he overstays for the wave. Wisely done by Weibo. I think they recognize that trying to fight on the top side probably isn't the smartest choice for them. Instead, they'll just play around the fact that there's a wave pushing on the bot side of the map. Easy trade of objectives. The Rumble can just drop the ulti into the top lane, which is exactly what Breathe is going to do. You can see that skill on cooldown. Catch that top wave, go back to base. Not much the Broken Blade can do about it. Meanwhile, G2's bot lane has to play on the weak side. Oh, look. Now try to find space. Remember the amount of zone control they have, though. Maokai ultimate, Rumble ultimate, Jhin ulti.
Might be a situation where G2 just take the fourth grub and walk away.
They're looking for more.
Right now, Weibo Gaming are just window shopping. They don't have an angle into
Rumble's
the
too
objective.
far away, that's why.
Might get the fourth grub buff.
You're completely right.
Strike.
Weibo have just sat and watched.
And this is the problem, is they're waiting for that window of opportunity to leverage their composition, sacrificing himself in terms of boots, which would have helped the lane a lot to prioritize that first major item completion to make sure they were stronger. It does require them to concede the Drake, but now they're about to knock down the first tower of the
they're
game.
really committed for this, and I think it's a good gold injection. They're sharing it across the room. I'm a little surprised that they would give some of that gold to Mickey, but that's first tower. That's a lot of gold.
This is a very big gold lead. Weibo are setting themselves up for a Cloud Soul kind of win condition or a way to force a 5v5.
Maokai ulti used, but Breathe his ulti is going to be up available soon. Light and Crisp also use their engages. Smart TP from
TP's to
Caps
tier
onto
two.
the tier 2.
The plates are still up for a brief moment, so they don't really have a way to threaten the
They protect
entire
the
tower.
tower.
They have so much pressure. They see Xiaohu bottom lane. They know he has no TP. They know Breathe has no TP. So they're going to at least get a massive chunk here. They're going to stick around.
They're committing to this tower, and they will secure it. 3 towers, back to back to back. 15 minutes in, and the best they can get is a cross map on the bot side. Xiaohu trying to unlock this tower, but the Herald available as well. That top wave in an awkward spot. Someone has to go and catch it.
Caliber of early game we have not seen from G2
In a while.
in quite some time.
They are just playing the map so much better than
We
Weibo
might
is.
even have to go back to one of those the first T1 series at MSI to find something like this. But
I mean,
credit to them,
for
it's
international viewers, right, like, Dregs and I have cast G2 all year long.
No, you guys don't understand. They just lose and then come back because their macro's good.
Team Liquid made a couple fumbles, and then Weibo were able to fight their way back in.
Speaking of, Mickey in trouble now. The
Crisp
lights
is dead.
turned off. Crisp is dead. G2 quick to turn, and now they're going to try to lock down Xiaohu, isolate him out of the fight. Broken Blade stepping up. Taunt is there. Fear there onto Xiaohu. Nice use of the spell shield to stop the knockback coming in. They're trying to turn it back with a Rumble. Light still standing for now. Caps is going to be the one in trouble. Breathe and Light turning the fight for a moment, but Yike able to take down Xiaohu. Broken Blade trying to get involved as well, but Mickey is getting lower and lower. Yike needs to try and clean up. Weibo happy with the fight thus far. One more shot. Will it be enough? Light still standing. Hatsama can't get involved. He needs to finish off this Galio. Broken Blade, can he make the difference? A messy, scrappy fight, but the curtains are called. G2 need to be quick. The footwork needs to be good. One side step. Hans! Taken out. Maybe thought Broken Blade was going to body block, but that is huge for Weibo.
So Hans, as we turn our attention back to live.
Just a bit of split attention there. needed to finish off Xiao, so he couldn't get back into the fight, but Mickey not being there means they lost so much of that CC. G2, though, still priority access on the objective. They've already cleared out tier 1 mid, so they will grab this Drake. They will slow the sole option from the side of Weibo. For now, G2 still hold the lead, but it's a reminder of how good Weibo can be in those fights if G2 falter for even a moment.
Yeah, I mean,
While G2 happy to put caps on the Orion, obviously is going to have the same side lane threat they were used to in their previous game with the Yone. So we'll need to be a bit more conservative on when they push out and fight for these tier 2s. Top lane tier 1 dropping down, and Weibo really starting to even out the gold. Again, item completion's the big thing, and with Jhin at least slightly ahead of the curve.
to solo this objective, especially with the Rend, and that means that the Orianna can be in a position to zone the enemy away.
G2
Crisp.
have to stay composed here. Going in onto Yike. Caps isolated. Tarzan now trying to follow up. Nocturne turns the lights off, and they're managing to burn through G2. Mickey trying to make his way out to safety. Yike already retreating. Weibo, they needed that fight. They find it, and now they can turn to the Baron.
Flash away. They're not even going to try and steal away the Baron. Objective secured. G2 trying to get what else they can on the map.
It is going to take a bit of time, though. They'll at least knock down a tier 2. They'll keep the gold close. Light stepping far forward. G2 don't have perfect information. They can't afford to approach. Well played by Weibo. They knew they lost the Dragon. They really had to find that pick, or they would have lost out big time on the map. And now we're in a much more even game state, but with Weibo, the next minute and 40 seconds, they control the map.
I mean, this is the thing. It's a lot harder for G2 to level.
Engage on a breathe. They get the Seekers out. Weibo, are they in a position to follow up? Ulti from Mickey not going to connect, but they get the flash out of breathe. Meanwhile, Xiaohu in the side lane. Someone's eventually going to need to respond. G2 seems like they want to force the fight. Your eyes on Yike.
To overstay here.
Tarzan sticking around. Xiaohu now trying to get involved. Where's the ulti going to go? They need to isolate a carry. They need to get Yike on top of a key target. Breathe. They know he's got nothing left. They want to finish him off. Good equalizer, but Broken Blade is there to fall off the Rumble out of the equation. A reset now coming in. Broken Blade into 2. Both AD carries taken off the board for a brief moment. Going gold in the meantime. Chris buying a bit more space. Hansama trying to follow up, but Xiaohu and Light are still alive. Light still standing. 1 bullet. The first static reset. Light ready to take over a 4-shot there. Xiaohu trying to get out. It's a close battle. It's a back and forth. Light. Can he get it done? He's getting lower and lower. He needs to reload. He's got 4 shots. There's 3 opponents. If he can find the kill, the math might work in his favor. The spear coming in. Caps finishes it with the wind-up. Xiaohu versus the world now. Desperate to get the rocket jump reset. He's going to get one, but he will go down. It's a close fight, but G2 take it in the end.
It's an ace for G2 off the back of Broken Blade's heroics.
And crucially, Light is flashless. He's so vulnerable to that combo in the next fight. Breathe flashless as well. Hasn't got enough money to complete the Zhonya's either.
There we go.
But it's Broken Blade who's potentially been caught out. Initial taunt looks good. He's going to try to ult to his teammates. Forced back. Goes gold and the rest of the team now on the way. Yike does have ultimate. Do they want to go for this one, or they do want to accept the loss? Beautiful pick from the side of Weibo.
Got that tier 2 tower in the top lane as well. He has a 2-level advantage over Caps, and he is at 3 fully completed items. They know that he's the one carry that can shut down Broken Blade, and they're able to catch him off on a side lane. Ticked over for many members on both sides.
I mean, Tristana's also got a lot of range, the reset potential here, but it looks like G2 want to try and find a fight, want to try and find a pick of their own. They spot out Tarzan. How many resources can they afford to burn to kill this jungle? It looks like they're willing to spend all of them as Tarzan's about to fall. He tries to flash to safety, but the Rend is there. Broken Blade again off to the side. He finds the Jhin. Isolated, but Breathe is there to protect him, to keep him standing. G2 want to keep going. They know they can take the Baron. 8 seconds.
Fight their way back in.
Weibo approaching. Light standing back. 8 seconds till the curtain call. This should just be G2's Baron. They recognize they have no access, no way to get in. G2, great pick onto Tarzan, recognizing that window of opportunity to take a jungler out.
I like the idea there from Yike as well.
Ulti there, Tarzan trying to kick things off. Breathe an ultimate as well. A lot of resources burned to try and stop the push here, but there's another Baron wave coming in. They're going to have to concede this inhibitor.
Purple ulti.
They have to be ready to go straight for the 5v5 if they don't want to lose this. But I think they should just give it up.
They're going to. Look at mid lane as well. Broken Blade keeping the push up, ready with his ultimate to join the fray at any moment.
G2 have to be careful though. Cleanse down for Hans.
The 6 grubs doing so much work as well.
G2 continuing to push forward. Tarzan once again isolated from the rest of the team. Broken Blade going in, taunted up by Chris. Nice stun to stop from pushing forward. Broken Blade getting lower and lower. Dash through. A decent angle. Curtain call there. Xiaohu hoping to find the resets. Ulti coming out from Yike to try to get some more space for his team. Xiaohu now looking to follow. Sterix gauge big there. Xiaohu has to be careful though. It's a greedy move. It's going to cost him. Burn down. He thought he had the angle, but G2 playing with discipline. Just back off.
Xiaohu's still dead. If nothing else, they'll set up for this last inhibitor tower. The Grubs once again doing work. Tarzan trying to be off on the flank, has the ulti available. They're going to go.
Spotted. Crisp ulti, the last chance. Redemption there. Crisp into the back line. Tarzan off on the side. Yike doing what he can to body block. Good movement for G2 to get away from the ulti. Broken Blade, decent ulti, but they've already lost Mickey. G2, do they want to keep going forward? Reset's now coming in. Light force shot. Not doing a lot. Xiaohu off to the side. No flash, but might not need it. Re-engage now coming in. Beautiful combo on the Orianna. Hansama on a rampage. Can they clean the fight? A 3v3 now. No way, but they might not need it. Xiaohu rocket jumping out. G2, they want to close it. 36 seconds on Light, 28 on Crisp. Breathe, no ultimate. Xiaohu has his. It would require a miracle. G2 continuing to push. They've got supers. They've got so much in their favor. The three-man core standing strong. But Xiaohu, Breathe, and Tarzan want to make the difference. Xiaohu going in. Hansama backing away. Broken Blade with an excellent two-man taunt. Caps there to follow up, and now Breathe is going to be in trouble. Knockback from Xiaohu is clutch. Buying a bit more space, but Broken Blade just does not take damage. Tarzan in trouble now. Blade of the Rune King procced. Broken Blade single-handedly zoning, but G2 need to get the hell out. They bought enough time. Light is about to respawn. G2 could be in trouble. Yes, they found the kill. Charlotte comes alive. Caps turns it back, but Crisp is now on the hunt. Light has the ulti. Curtains opened. Hansama gets out, though, crucially.
Mickey's
the
back in
base
the fight.
following. Broken Blade still standing. Breathe, the blinking health bar. Hansama has the damage. The TP coming in. Caps is here. Paranoia is here. G2 want to end it. They've isolated the 80 carry away. Do they just want to focus the Nexus? Caps trying to get a bit more space. Light still standing. 4 bullets. Hansama pulling him back. Breathe getting so much damage down. Mickey knows that he keeps Light out. G2 will end the game. Crisp down. Light running. G2 will take down Weibo.
These were some of the best highlights from all the matches of the day at Worlds 2024. Which moment was your favorite? Let me know in the comment section below. This is OP, and I'll see you tomorrow. Take care.